I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, there are a lot of things that frustrate me about the black community, but dating amongst them and just really Western culture in general is just something that is just particularly egregious to me. And I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm only speaking for the guys that don't fit into that 20% of top earners, that 10%, the guys that don't have an excess of resources and the best physical attributes. I'm talking about average and below. It sucks. And it doesn't just suck because it's like you can't find anybody. It's because even the average women have such high expectations. And you can blame that for things like social media. You can blame black culture for promoting hoe culture. Yeah. All these things play a factor in dating really just being rather difficult in the black community. Gender wars, the fact that there's a lack of a communication breakdown, all these different factors. But it's just, I want to talk about expectations because, like, let's look at this clip.
A list of jobs that men should not do, especially grown-ass men, okay? For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Matter of fact, any fast food restaurant, if you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you, all right? Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass men in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger. Okay?
Okay. So first of all, we're going to get past the fact that in general, I don't think it's appropriate for women to sit up and tell men what they should or should not be doing, especially if he's getting it how he's getting it, because do you know that there are some things in some situations where guys just can't get a job? So why are you hating on him for getting a job, for getting some bread? At least it's something. You know, this is the problem. Like, when did doing something not count for nothing? When did it not count for anything? The man obviously needed a job, so maybe while he's between jobs, maybe that's all he could find. So instead of not making any money, then maybe he just said, you know what, I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna flip these burgers. Yeah, my pride probably hurt behind this, but I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna do this because guess what? I gotta do what I gotta do. Or maybe he works a regular job, and guess what? Because he's dealing with a woman like you with unreal expectations, then maybe he's gotta sit there and work 2 and 3 jobs. So maybe he's flipping burgers on the side, trying to keep his family happy or trying to keep his family living to a comfortable standard. You ever think about that?
Go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you. Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to see no grown-ass man handing me a dress, okay? Why are you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls.
Now, do you hear this woman? Do you hear this woman? This is the entitlement that people have to deal with. Do you hear this woman? Now, look, I can understand a man not, like, Don't be working in no lady store, man. Come on, man. That's kind of weird. I'm not going to cap with you. That's kind of weird. But look, retail in general, you don't think that a man is qualified to help other men with clothes? What are we talking about? Target, Universal Store, and they got great benefits. What's wrong with that? When did something count for nothing?
Like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs you get in high school, in college.
I don't want modern college I don't want modern high schoolers in college as employees. They suck right now. They're trash. No, we don't want them as employees. To be honest, let them grow up a little bit more. In fact, leave all that aside, because at the end of the day, the person that's most qualified for the job should be the person that's doing the job. The person that's the most qualified should be doing the job.
College, but once you're a grown-ass man, you do not need to be working in any fast food restaurant or any retail restaurant. And for you high-value men that think that it's high value to work for the city, let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no...
You can make a lot of money as a construction worker, just so you know. Just so you know, don't fool yourself. But now, that's one part I think needs to be dissected, because let's use the criteria, because when everybody has their own definition of a high value man, right? Or being high value. And this is why people love Kevin Samuels, because he actually was able to concisely get a standard on what a high value man is. And like making over 100K for more than 3 to 5 years. Being valuable to the group, being recognized by other high value men. Can't be an entertainer or a rapper. It was a criteria. And when you go off of those things, I think that you got to get it however you get it. So what does that mean? Like, so if a police officer is working and he's a police officer, but then he got his own businesses on the side, does that disqualify him from being high value because he's a police officer? What if that police officer has a YouTube channel or something like that, and he's getting bread now based off of educating people about the law? What if he's getting more money on his side hustles than he is his regular jobs, and he's just keeping the regular job for the benefits? You know what I mean? So everybody don't want to pay insurance out of pocket. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these people, and this is why sometimes women should stay out of these conversations. And I hate to say that, but this is because you're not qualified. A woman can't even determine, based off of the criteria, a woman can't even determine what a high value man is. You can recognize a high value man is, what a high value man, but you can't determine one. There's a difference. Words matter.
Post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong. Okay. There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You can't be a high value man making $70,000 a year. That's just the truth of the matter. Your personality has nothing to do with it. Integrity is something that you should have as a high value man. But I'm just saying, being a good person and integrity doesn't make you high value. Sorry. It's your usefulness to society and to the group, to your network. You know what I mean? Do you have a network of other successful people that you can call on? Do you have that are on your level or greater? You know what I mean? There's all these things that play into being high value. And a lot of these people, they just throw the term out there as just a blanket statement when that's not the case. That think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? It's pathetic. It's sad, all right? I don't want my husband coming home smelling like trash.
Now, pathetic and sad, that is OD. That's absolutely OD. I understand that you might have, everybody got their preference, but I'm just saying, to just call it pathetic and sad, that's OD. That's overdoing it. That's overdoing it. And these are the standards that men have to live with. These are the standards that men have to live with.
Yes, we do need people to take the trash out, but don't come to me thinking that that's a high value job. Absolutely not. Okay.
We need them. It's a necessity. So you don't shame them. If you would prefer your mate not to be doing that, that's one thing. But don't shame them. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're shaming them for it. It's ridiculous.
You guys need to go get some real careers, okay? Become an entrepreneur or something, all right? Own a Lamborghini or something. Like, you guys thinking that you driving around here and
people are so delusional, man. People are so delusional. So getting a Lamborghini makes you a high value. Being an entrepreneur makes you high value. You know, there are people that work for people that make over $300,000 a year, right? That aren't, you know what I mean? Like, that make over $10,000 a month. And what is a real career? People could say that about you. People could say that about you. You're a reality TV star. Like, come on. People can say that about you.
a fucking Toyota and thinking that you're a high value man because you work for the fucking post office. You're absolutely wrong. Stop it. All right. You're low value. All right. And if you want a high value woman like me, you need to switch your career path.
The entitlement. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Sugar honey iced tea, man. It's just, I don't even. Guys, this is what we got to deal with. This is the expectation. And this is what women that that are considered influencers, this is what they're encouraging women to live by. So even if you're average, good enough, it counts for nothing. So those guys that are blessed, those guys that get all the benefits, you'll never understand what I'm talking about. You won't, unless you're just a hyper logical person that actually is willing to, that has empathy and can understand other people. You're not. This is gonna go over your head because you're benefiting from it. You're benefiting from it, and I wouldn't expect you to criticize something that you benefit from. But if you average, it's jacked up out here. I'm just saying. On that note, I'm signing out.